Hello, Fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast for Wednesday, the 15th of July. It's episode 50. We are one away from a year of the podcast. Caj, a year, man.
Hello.
I know, it's weird.
I know.
Oh.
I've missed 2 episodes in all that time.
And Billy, it's about 6 months for you, isn't it?
Every time.
Curiously, I've only missed 1 week as well.
Yeah, technically you've only missed 1 week, but that was technical difficulties, which it happens. So anyway, this week you're joined by me, GD. You have Caj, who is down there somewhere. How you doing, Caj? And you have Billy. Guess why we've got Billy?
I'm in Doc slot.
To be honest, Billy, you asked us if you could be on the podcast this week.
Yes.
And be honest, we did want you on the podcast, and
Yeah.
I think we should start with that story. Start off
Yes.
with a sad story, and I'm going to slaughter this name. So I'm going to leave it to Billy to say the name.
Well, it's just Iwata, Satoru Iwata. I'm afraid he passed away last Saturday.
Yeah.
Died at age 55, which is really young, especially for a CEO. You know, must have been looking after himself for that. But yeah, it's pretty sad news. It's come as a shock to me at like 2 in the morning.
I think it came to a shock
so
to
out
us
the blue.
all, actually.
Yeah, it was just so out the blue, so sudden. Like Nintendo just announces his death.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of us knew that he had. Did he have some kind of cancer? I don't know which cancer he had. It was the reason why he wasn't there. Not this year, but last year, because he was told by his doctors, "Look, it's better you not to go travelling because of this."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's been fighting this for a year. I think, like, because it's tumour, I think they cut it a year ago. But obviously, it's come back. So, yeah, it's quite sad, really. It's hard to put your head around him. I'm still, like, surprised today. It still feels really weird.
Well,
I thought I'd join the podcast anyway to, like, maybe we could just talk about, you know, some of the good points in Iwata's career and life in gaming.
I think this is why especially this podcast, we're not going to be doing any Nintendo bashing, Caj.
What?
Because the thing is, one thing about Iwata that we can all agree on is that he basically made Nintendo, especially the Wii and the S series, a huge known game market. He basically turned them from not game consoles like the Xbox and the PlayStation was going, well, more aiming towards the toy market, if anything, with these two games.
Finally found a place, because it was a very awkward time in the GameCube, because Nintendo, people didn't really want to not know what to make of them. It was such a weird time, because I think it's when mature gamers started really coming out of the shell with it, like PS2, Xbox. That's when you started getting Call of Duty games, Halo, like Grand Theft Auto. That's when these types of games are very big. So it become a very I don't want to, you know, even kids themselves are like, I don't want to play Nintendo. It's for the babies. It's for kids.
Yeah.
They lost market share because they got that, you know, attachment to them, because, you know, you look at the GameCube and it looks like a lunchbox.
It's like what they said, that the family friendly side of things, and you're thinking, yeah, that's not really helping you in this generation of every guns blazing, fast cars and fantasy.
So what he's managed to do really is make pieces of hardware that's gone for the casual market. So it's quite nice to see, like, a bit of foot. He's put a grand foot in for Nintendo after they were starting to slowly struggle down.
The thing is, Caj, is there anything Nintendo that you enjoyed this past, was it been 15, 20 years around about that time? I'd say probably a little
Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah. Well,
yeah. Well, Iwata had a good part. You can thank him for Pokemon, because he was a big, you know, helper in that.
Yeah.
He managed to gold and silver. If you remember, you can go into the Pokemon Red and Blue area of the game. The whole
Yeah, I wish more games actually did that.
That's all thanks to him, because he sort of programmed a way to compress data into it, so you can have more into that cartridge.
It's one thing that people don't actually remember from him, that he was basically a prodigy in programming.
Yes.
He came to
HAL Laboratories he started off in, and worked his way up to like president of HAL Laboratories before
who then
starting his way in.
Who then started working
Nintendo.
closer with Nintendo, and they brought us games like Kirby and the Smash Bros. Series.
Yes.
So basically, two staples in Nintendo, which everyone recognizes. It's like everyone knows who Kirby is.
Yeah.
Because it's quite obvious. And Super Smash Bros. Everyone knows what that series is about.
Yeah, it's ace in the hole, really, and it's ace in the card. Like everyone, it turned everyone's head. You know, Wii U or not, like Wii U weren't doing so well, but I think it turned quite a few heads when Smash came out. Like, what game would you know that could do that for a console?
Well, they tried it with Mario Kart 8, which came out beforehand.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's very few games that could turn a head. Like, well, everyone knows how popular Mario Kart is, so you can imagine if it's on that kind of level scale of things to make a game like that.
Well, it's like, if you think about it, I ended up getting a Wii U because of Smash Bros. That was the main reason that pushed me over the edge to get a Wii U, and I think a lot of people were pushed over the edge because of Smash Bros. I think Doc wants to get a Wii U. He's just not. It's Doc, of course.
Yeah.
So
he wants everything, Doc.
He wants everything, yeah. But yeah, he's.
I think Smash was the one that tipped me over the edge for the Wii U. I think once I started seeing E3 footage of Smash Bros. Because when it got announced about a year ago, I wasn't that excited for it because it was on the Wii U, and I thought, you need more than that, Nintendo. But then when I started seeing more and more of it, I was like, oh my god, this is like better than ever, Smash Bros. Like, it's got Mega Man in it. It's got all these characters. Like, they're really going for the third parties.
So yeah, like you said, they've kept on bringing those third-party things.
There's more third parties in that game than there are games on the Wii U.
It's like, do you remember that Solid Snake was in one of the Smash Bros. Games as well?
Yeah.
Which,
was,
yeah. Do you want to expect?
That was Kojima actually came to them and said, "I want Snake in your game."
Yeah. I wonder where his Kojima's going to go now. By the way. Anyway. The thing is, there's one quote that I've been hearing around this past week, which
already know what it is.
I love what he's actually said, and that is, on my business card, I'm a corporate president. In my mind, I'm a game developer, but in my heart, I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
So I think he is the only president that we know of the major game. Well, most companies, if anything, that actually was stood there in front. Who was a main? Guess what? This is what we're doing. Look at me.
It become not only our CEO, because most companies' cases, CEO, you don't really often see them. You don't often see their faces. They're normally like they're top of the ladder. They do all the business planning, and that's it. You don't see much of them. But he become a sort of like a face. He was brave enough to like go on these Nintendo Directs, have a bit of fun. You know, be silly when he wants to. You know, like holding the bananas up like randomly like that.
Yeah, like the picture that's just below you at the moment. Yeah.
You know, it's just it's really entertaining. It's another thing to get excited over when it comes to stuff like E3 and stuff like that. I mean, I was disappointed myself in the games that got released, but at least they had the puppets.
Exactly.
So.
Oh, come on. Yeah, who does not love the puppets from this year? That is still one of the standout points from E3 was the whole puppets. I don't remember any of the games that it's shown, but I remember the puppets.
To all the other boring conferences where they were just droning on about other stuff.
What?
Put your finger up.
You said who doesn't like the puppets?
Oh, right.
Oh, I think your camera's a bit delayed.
All right.
But a little bit more that we didn't know about Iwata was that he was the first president of Nintendo who was not related to its founding Yamauchi family. So he was the first person outside of that family who was not running this, who was running this company, and. Be honest, he's brilliant.
I think is appropriate at that time, because you got to think when they've got them presidents of Nintendo. I think two of them at the time, they weren't even a video game. They weren't as known as the video game retailer we know today. It was they were making toys or trying to find something to stick to because they were just doing such broad and wide ideas. I don't think they could establish a ground what they are really until video game consoles come into the picture.
I just find it weird where we say, oh, remember where they just thought of making toys and card games, and what are Nintendo doing now? They're making toys and card games.
Bet on digital.
But, it's gone full circle.
Oh my god.
It has.
I know a lot of people haven't been talking about this, but there's one thing that has been on my mind about this, and I know it's not even been a week, but who do you think might be the next CEO of Nintendo? Who would you want to see be the next CEO of Nintendo?
That's
Kojima.
Kojima. I don't think that's going to work.
We're just making Metal Gear Solid. We won't call it Metal Gear Solid because I don't want to be sued by Konami. But who would you like to see probably take the reins?
It's probably unlikely because he's even older than Iwata was, and I think he's hinting that he wants to retire as well. I think.
What about Reggie?
Well, it's got to be someone from Japan really right now. And they need to. I know they need to board that, but it'd be quite an extreme. Yeah, it'd be quite an extreme change to just suddenly have like.
The thing is, it'd be one of those things where, unfortunately, they probably will not accept him as that role. If anything, which will be. If anything, it's got to be someone who is working in the main HQ of Nintendo, not the guy who's running the American side of it, or the person who's running the European side, who I don't know who the person is running the European side, by the way. But, yeah.
I think it's another Japanese...
It's going to be another Japanese person, yeah.
Yeah,
hopefully it would just be someone
that's we need someone like Reggie, I think, in Europe. Someone that's a bit more like a face that we can actually see and have our own little...
What about Bowser?
Press conference. Yeah, Bowser. Bowser.
But the thing is, we're probably sooner or later going to find out who's going to be now in charge of Nintendo. Probably in the next... I would say in the next few weeks. Because they will not keep holding it too long.
I keep forgetting they own bloody baseball teams.
They own baseball teams as well. So yeah, they would probably need to find someone as fast
That's what I can't already tell. I'm looking at Wikipedia.
Yeah, but like I said, at the moment, a lot of people are still mourning. But it's thinking of the happy side of what he did for Nintendo, what he did for the gaming
I think a lot of
community
people have a lot of childhood memories playing these games, and it does hit you hard when you know someone that's put a lot of passion and love into their games that you loved as a kid. Has left, and it does make you put things in perspective, doesn't it?
I think that is what kind of hits a little bit, because I think everyone's played some type of Nintendo game, and have you, Cajr?
What? Sorry.
Played some kind of Nintendo game.
Pokemon.
Yeah, apart from Pokemon.
Yes, Pokemon's a Nintendo game.
I know it's a Pokemon. Pokemon's a Nintendo game, but the thing is, like I said, everyone has.
Well, if you're not a fan of Nintendo, you're not a fan, so you can't force for someone to go. You would like
Kirby now. But no, like I said, especially our generation, I think we've all played some kind of Nintendo game, if we count ourselves as a gamer, because that is probably where most of us started our gaming enjoyment, was with that, or Sega. So it would definitely be missed, and it's a very, very a huge loss to the gaming community.
Rest in peace, Iwata.
Yeah, thank you.
We will miss you.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So I think we should move on to the next subject, because just looking at Cajr.
You're talking Nintendo. I've nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Very good to contribute to that conversation.
Fair enough.
You didn't want me to Nintendo bash.
I know, I didn't want you to Nintendo bash.
So,
no
See,
I've always been told if you haven't got anything to say...
It's hitting Cajr more than you think. That's the reason why he's so quiet. He's trying to hold back the tears.
Yeah,
it's a silent tear.
I'm devastated.
Yeah.
I'm devastated.
As soon as this podcast ends, he's going to cry in a pillow for a good hour.
Who says it's going to be when the podcast ends? Oh, great, no.
Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. And I think we should move on to something that kind of came out of the blue. And that is PlayStation Now is now available in Europe from today, Wednesday the 15th. And me and Cajr have messed around with it earlier today. I'm not impressed with it. I am really not impressed.
I just don't like the fact it's a rental service.
Well, it's a streaming rental service. They're all on about doing a subscription service.
So this is like the EA Access thing, sort of. Like
yeah,
Sony's
but with a lot more things there and be a little bit more expensive.
I think the other thing they need to do is make it so you're actually aware that the games are available to be played on PS4. Because where it says the game, yeah, it's where it says the game and what platform you can usually play it on. It kept saying PS3, so we don't know whether if it's just meant to be played on PS3 or whether it's PS3 games being able to play on PS4. They need to really sort that out.
Yes. Well, then again, I think at the same time we was looking for it through the PS4 as well. So I thought it probably says PS3 there because this game came from the PS3. But I was still thinking, because it's here, we must still be able to play it. Now I've only tested it on one game at the moment, and the prices that we've seen is that some game it can be between $2.99 and $5.99 for 2 days. Now this is 2 calendar days, which we saw. Or
is it actually calendar days? This is another thing we were confused about.
Yeah, I've looked a bit more into it. It is calendar days. As soon as you first play it, then the countdown starts. So yeah, it's like I've rented one game, which was a $2.99 game. I'm not going to say which game it is because I get enough grief about.
Oh, it was. I know what it is. You told me.
Yeah. It
was Schoolgirls.
Skull.
Oh, I know Skullgirls. It's a fighting game, isn't it?
It's a fighting game. It's an awesome fighting game. Yeah. So at the moment that's $2.99 on this PlayStation Now service for the 2 days, and honestly, it does run very smoothly. It's like you could say like share play. The one thing that we can agree with PlayStation, when it does some kind of streaming service or streaming between 2 consoles or stream any kind of streaming platform, they do actually have a really good track record with this. Like I said, with share play, and this PlayStation Now is just as good. The only thing I don't like about it is that you cannot broadcast any PlayStation Now games at the moment.
I don't think you will be able to.
Yeah, I don't think you will be able to as well, but
I can see
because you
basically at the moment, just in case they say, "Oh, no, we are going to be planning to do this." It's just that because it's still in beta at the moment.
Yeah, but if you're streaming, if you're trying to broadcast it, you're basically re-streaming a stream.
Yeah.
Which is
because you're getting it streamed to you, and then you're re-streaming it to Twitch.
Yeah, I think the only way that you'll be able to do it is with a capture card, which you are able to use on the PlayStation 4. So. It's just for those people who stream from their PlayStation 4s. Unfortunately, you cannot play a PlayStation Now and stream it, which is irritating in my opinion. But it is something we accept. It's like with share play, you can't stream share play. So
yeah, but like I think the main thing about it is the fact it's a 2 calendar days. I'd rather them turn around to me and say, right, you have a set number of hours.
Well, they did actually plan to do that. I think they first planned 4 hours was the lowest.
That's better though, because what happens if you start playing it one day and then you have to say 10 minutes and then your internet cuts out, and then you can't get internet for the next 2 days for whatever reason, or your PlayStation goes kaput or whatever. You have technical issues. you've basically paid £3 or whatever it is for 10 minutes. Whereas if it's by the hour, it's like you can still go back to it.
But then again, is this actually a service that is more suitable for the consoles? Because this is not just available for consoles. This is also available for the Vita as well. Selected Sony TVs, selected Sony Blu-ray players, and selected Samsung Smart TVs in US and Canada at the moment. And the PlayStation TV also uses PlayStation Now. So is this more for people who can't afford to get a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 3 and might be able to afford a PlayStation PS TV to play these games?
Does the streaming service come with like movies and music and stuff like that?
Well, I know you can get movies through the store anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're able to access those movies on the PlayStation TV. I've not actually used the PlayStation TV myself.
Yeah.
But I know that PlayStation Now it's just games, and there is quite a few good games on there at the moment. Is Heavenly Sword, which has caught my attention. Mass Effect 2 is also on that list as well. What else was there? Both Infamous and Infamous 2. At the moment, it's only PlayStation 3 games on that list as well. I think in America, you have 350 PlayStation 3 games that are available for individual rental. But like I said, they are currently doing testing a subscription catalogue, which has over 100 PS3 games available for that. Yeah,
I think the subscription side of it might be the way to go, because
I agree.
If it's unlimited, like you pay your monthly fee, and it's unlimited amount of gameplay of any game you want, sort of like Netflix, where you can watch as many movies as you want, as many times as you want. You just pay your subscription fee, and you get that access to that library whenever you want it. I think that could be the way it needs to go. Charging for days, it's too many pitfalls for me. It's like I say, what happens if you have technical issues and you've basically been ripped off?
Yeah. Well, it's like what's it says, there's too many streaming rental services around them. It's not good for those that enjoy streaming then, and doesn't sound like something that's worthy for consoles. Wouldn't it be better to be a standalone instead, really?
Do you know what I think it should have been?
That's what I think with a PlayStation TV would be, yeah.
That's what I find scary about it, because if every publisher does something like this with VA, we're going to have a renting service for every,
I don't want that. I really do not want that.
And it is a scary thought. So I suppose I don't like the ideas of this.
But I think what this PlayStation Now should have been, it should be PlayStation's backwards compatibility.
Yes. Before we move on to the next bit, which was going to go with that, Kai says that he has a PlayStation TV. It's pretty pointless other than for playing Vita games on a big screen. Only some of those work. Kai, if you can, by time for next week, might you be able to test the PlayStation Now on it? I'll wait until he responds in a bit anyway. But that'd be a best way. It's like they do recommend that you have a steady broadband internet connection as well, with at least 5 megabytes per second. Now, don't get me wrong, in the UK, that's not as huge of a problem, is it? It's more of a this is more US.
It depends on where you live, really, because if you live a little out the way from like main cities and stuff, I can imagine it being a problem.
Well, unfortunately, I live near a main city, so I can't really
London,
notice the problems.
There's no excuse in my ISP.
So
I think if they're going to pursue this as well, the one thing I'd like to see is more PS1 games on it.
Yes, I agree.
I want to see the original Metal Gear Solid and things like that. I would actually pay to play them again.
Kai says that he's already used PlayStation Now and it's dreadful. Oh wait, okay. Kai, God damn it, I forgot. Kai's American. Sorry, Kai. So you've tried it.
Stitches.
Sorry. This is the problem with my mindset with CTG, because everyone on
Everyone's in UK.
Everyone on the podcast is from the UK.
I'm in my little UK bubble here. Don't burst it.
Sorry about that. Would be tap into your house and find some. Stop trying to burn what's its castle down.
She brought forth this game. She said it's tap. She's supposed to say trap, but me in a treehouse and find some lava. Basically, she's trying to kill me. She's trying to turn me into the Wicker Man.
I like how I think it was like a good 4 years ago, and I remember playing Minecraft on a 360 with you lot, and it's the exact same story.
It still stays. Everything stays. Nothing changes.
That's
with
what
that kind of stuff.
It's what I became known for. If there was lava around, odds are I was going to build a bucket and pour it over a few things.
Anything else you guys want to add about the PlayStation Now stuff? Apart from you would like to see a subscription, I would love to see the subscription and see how that goes. Because, like I said, there is some games that I do want to play on it, and I will play it. I don't really mind that you cannot stream them. I would love that you could, but I don't mind at the same time, because there'll be games that I want to play. Like I said, Heavenly Sword is one of them. I would love to play that again. So
give me Gran Turismo 2 again.
That's more than likely the Gran Turismo games will probably pop up on there next as well, especially now it's in Europe. One thing you know about Europe is the football, not soccer, football.
Kara says he wants that. It's a complete waste of time and a total rip-off.
So I would like to see him do the backwards compatibility though, as well.
Yeah, that's see with the subscription side of it. But then again, like gaming, subscription, streaming, and all that has its problems. I think I don't know. It's one of those you have to see how it evolves.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think Sony's going to decide to, you know what, we're just going to close this down. I know they did that with the music, unlimited music.
And the mobile that went.
Oh, and the mobile, which has just gone as well.
And that world thing, the PlayStation.
PlayStation Home.
Well, that was around for a while.
Yeah, that upset me. That's what got me into the whole.
So they've been closing quite a few things recently.
You got feeling someone now in control there. A new person's in control who close everything. But yeah, I would like. I know it's probably going to be quite difficult because I know it's harder to change to get games from the PlayStation 3 over to the PlayStation 4. But look, you're doing it with digital here. Why not just make it backwards compatible if you've already got a digital copy of that game?
I'm sure they've got a lot of copies of games, and I'm sure they could easily.
It would look brilliant. It would look good with their PlayStation Plus, which I'm surprised that Xbox has not done anything with at the moment.
You've got to remember the backwards compatibility for the Xbox is still in
preview. I know. I think it's weird because me and Cajr are both in the preview program, so it kind of you don't notice it. Everyone who's on the Xbox that I know is pretty much on the preview program, so it's kind of, oh god, yeah, I forgot we're a part of this. There's these people who are not part of this program at the moment. Anyway, talking about the backwards compatibility, I think we might as well do a little bit of an update on what games people want to see on Xbox One. So, last time we checked, I think Red Dead Redemption was at the top of the votes, wasn't it?
Very close with Black Ops 2 at the time. It was very close to the two.
Who's voting for that?
Well, a lot of people seem to be voting for Black Ops 2.
Of all the Call of Duties, Black Ops 2, really?
Yeah. Do you know what? Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is at the top at the moment.
That's crazy. I would have thought 4 or World at War would be.
By nearly 500 votes. Look at Billy's face, wondering what the hell's going on.
How many votes has it actually got?
Right, it's got 72,355. That is looking at it right now. I've got the whole list on here. With Red Dead Redemption with 71,939 votes. So,
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, please.
I
I don't have a
it's one game
PlayStation
that
yet,
I've
but
not played as well.
I haven't got an Xbox One, but I don't have plans to. But yeah, you should definitely get Red Dead Redemption. That's a done deal, really.
Yeah. Looking at other things on here. Halo Reach. We've got the other Halo stuff. Why not have that over as well? That means you can complete the whole series. Or like Xbox One.
That might. I don't know if that will ever come to Master Chief Collection.
But would you just see it as a backwards compatible game? It doesn't have to be part of the collection. It could just be backwards compatible.
But I think the problem you've got with backwards compatibility, it's a lot of people got rid of the games, their Xbox 360 games, because they didn't think they were going to have a use for them. Nobody saw this backwards compatibility coming. Now I'm one of the maybe few, the minority anyway, that kept the 360. I've still got all my games.
Mine as well.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people use the 360 as to make it cheaper from upgrade.
Yes.
Yes,
it did.
Obviously, because of that, the games went with him. Because like, why am I going to have 360 games if I don't have a 360?
Exactly.
So
I think I figured out who's been voting for Black Ops 2 now. What's it says to you, Billy? Oh my God, we need zombies again.
We always need zombies.
We always need zombies. No, it's dinosaurs now. We explained this last week.
Zombies will never die. They're undead. They're undeadable.
It's all zombies now.
No, they've actually put zombies in the next one, haven't they? Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a Black Ops game without a zombie mode, is it? It's not a Call of Duty game without some kind of zombie mode. They had zombies in the last one.
I think what Call of Duty need to do now is just get every map they've had of zombies and just release it on its own.
Well, I just think it would be cool if they just made a Call of Duty Zombies, a campaign based around zombies and co-op zombies, multiplayer zombies.
No! I don't want any more zombies.
Just have zombies everything. Just Call of Zombies.
If Ryan hears this, I don't want any more zombies. It's now the year of the dinosaur. Because the more we have the year of the dinosaur, the more than likely we're going to have Dino Crisis. I want Dino Crisis.
What's just said that exact same thing.
I tell you what,
Zombie dinosaur.
Call of Duty would do that, actually. I reckon they would. I wouldn't put it past them to make you go through a time travel and end up with fighting zombie dinosaurs.
I think Call of Duty Zombies is here to stay, basically because I couldn't see how zombies have fit into a Call of Duty game. So it's like...
What is the smartest thing he's ever said? Don't say because he said zombie dinosaurs. Zombie dinosaurs is not the smartest thing. It's a horrible thing. Because, no, that's a fossil. That is a fossil.
Well,
an undead fossil.
They're all dead.
It's an undead.
But like I said, zombies won't fit in because you've got such enclosed maps. How would zombies are perfect for it because they're just human size anyway.
No. If you want some kind of zombie animal or something like that, go play a Resident Evil Outbreak game. There's zombie elephants in that game, for crying out loud. But no, let it be the time of the dinosaur, please. It's time that zombies finally died. Yes. No, think about it. What have we got at the moment? We've got Jurassic World that's just come out in the cinemas. We've got Ark, which is basically taking the internet by storm at the moment.
Yes, but all it would take is one game to ruin this and make zombies back on the top. Left 4 Dead 3.
Yeah, but that's specifically a zombie game. It's like Dead Island, the specific.
I know, but that would just keep the hype up.
But this isn't a game which is importing zombies.
Like, I don't see no Red Dead for dinosaurs.
Red Dead did.
Red Dead did actually. They had a standalone as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they had Red Dead Nightmare. You had what else has had it? I had a small list in my head then.
Are you saying they should make a DLC Red Dead Dinosaurs? Just imagine that. I mean, you ride horses, but now you ride dinosaurs.
No more song because it's probably copyright.
But yeah, I think zombies, we've agreed it's had its day. It doesn't mean that zombie games themselves.
It doesn't mean it's going to stop because something has its.
Zombie games can be enjoyable. There's nothing much better than just killing people, which are zombies.
I think zombie games have been popular since
or GD.
What?
But I think the trend of zombies is waning. It is going away slowly.
Oh yeah, I think like there's a bit. It's oversaturated, of course.
Yeah.
But there's still
these things. I'm
still not gonna say that there's not gonna be.
No, there will be zombie games come out. There will be zombie. I mean, Zombie U's coming to Xbox and PlayStation. Dropping the U, it's just going to be called Zombie.
Yeah, it's just going to be Zombie. And
I actually guessed that.
It's just Zombie without the E. That is basically what the title is. Completely classic. And guess
it's
what?
Still spelled wrong. They still spell Zombie wrong, so I'm not even going to replace you. Now put an E on it.
But like I say, there's zombies. They'll never go away. There'll always be zombie games. Resident Evil's stood the test of time.
Oh god, yeah.
All right, the last few I've been
it's just Call of Duty has basically made it a lot more annoying. That's all that I'm upset about.
No, it's not just Call of Duty. It's just the fact there were so many.
Well,
it's like Bill said, oversaturated in the market.
We had Left 4 Dead. We had still Resident Evil games coming out. We had Call of Duty going on. We had Dead Space. It was a real time. It was a real period where we just had these types of games where undead come to life.
Yeah,
even Minecraft has zombies.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Minecraft has zombies, but I don't care about the zombies in Minecraft. Everyone knows what I care about in Minecraft.
Enemies in Minecraft now, don't you?
Anyway, let's talk about other games that are on this list as well. Skyrim is third in that list at the moment.
I'd like to see that one come, but with the mods possibly. I'd love to see the mods come across it because there's trying to thingy, but I doubt that's going to happen.
What if they did a? What if they did said
console? That'd be really hard.
What if they said that they're going to do a remaster of Skyrim with
taking too long
with mod support?
I'd rather
taking too long.
I'd rather make a fully fledged Elder Scrolls game that's not online.
They'll do a port of the PC version.
Elder Scrolls 6. That's what I'd rather have them make.
Once it's got it right, creepers will die via zombies.
No.
Don't keep zombie.
What's everyone against the creeper all of a sudden? Anyway, I'm looking at this list. Next is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I think we've had enough talk about that. I've already mentioned Halo Reach. Black Ops is 6th. And then it's Gears of War 3 after Black Ops. Now, I don't think they're going to do backwards compatible for Gears of War 3.
Well, yeah, with the collection coming now.
It's not. No, it's only the first
No, it's just
game.
the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can imagine that being a starting point.
I can imagine. It's like what they did with Halo 1.
I mean, I find that really weird that they're just doing the one game. I feel like, I mean, they're not far apart in terms of like engine and graphics because it's using the Unreal Engine. So I don't see why it's such a hard ship for them to just have all three games in a collection, like the Master Chief.
Yeah. I just realised something there, Shimmy. I swear, if you're going to start another team,
Team Zombies.
No, he's going with Team Enderman.
Don't stare at them too long.
No, don't. No, just keep your eye on them, but make sure you're wearing a pumpkin. But yeah, like I said, I don't see because like we said that the Ultimate whatever thingy edition of Gears of War, the first game, is going to be coming out sometime later this year, and they did this with Halo with the anniversary edition, didn't they? So it's just a matter of time that if this game does kick off quite well, and I've got a feeling it will, then you'll see 2 and 3, or maybe all 3 basically into one collection, saying, oh, you've got these 2 games, also we've done 3 and we've upped it, like we've done with the Master Chief collection.
What would you do with Judgment then? The prequel?
Don't talk about it.
Yeah, don't piss in my eyes.
Don't talk about it. It's canon
collections,
now.
I'm not against collections, because you know you're getting more than one game, and it's usually, I mean, like £30, £10 a game.
It's just that I know why they're making that Gears 1 is because obviously we've got Gears of War 4 coming out soon, and people, you know what people do when there's a new game coming out, they want to go through, like you want to go through Fallout 3 and New Vegas before Fallout 4.
No,
you know,
I thought it was dark.
It's a nice little thing, doesn't it? It's backward. instead of backwards compatibility, you're getting like a remastered as well. So it's a nice little bonus.
Well, next talk about Fallout 3. I don't understand why this is on the list because we already know that you are going to get a Fallout 3.
I think it's because people are voting for it.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason. But there's certain things on this list I'm thinking, don't
why aren't you
vote
voting for
it
New
if
Vegas?
it's already there. No, it's the Fallout 3.
Yeah, but why aren't you voting for New Vegas?
New Vegas is also on that list.
Yeah.
I'm only looking at the front
So, I
page
mean, all
at
them
the
Fallout
moment.
3 voters go on New Vegas.
Yeah, then we've got Modern
It's a
Warfare.
better game anyway.
Mass Effect
Yeah, I said
3 has been, Modern Warfare 3. Bioshock Infinite. Would you like to see that backwards compatible? Have you guys played
Is the original going to be backwards compatible? Yeah.
I think people have been asking for that, but not as
I
many
would,
as
I would be
Infinite.
more excited for that, really. That's
Well,
the
no,
game.
I
That's the game I always
enjoyed-
go back to.
Yeah, unfortunately
sparks
with
off.
me, with Bioshock Infinite, it's one of those games that once you've played it and you know what's happening, even though sometimes you probably don't know what's happening.
Don't have that playback.
It doesn't have the
Appeal.
playback, so
No.
yeah. Left 4 Dead 2, yeah, I agree with that one. I want to see that.
Yeah.
There was one game the developer actually come out and said they wanted to make backwards compatible. Burnout Paradise.
Yes.
Unprompted, it was completely out of the blue. Unprompted, they just turned around and said they'd like to bring Burnout Paradise to backwards compatibility.
I want that. I do want
That's
that.
a good game.
I want
that game.
Grid. Everyone vote for Grid, so we can have our
So,
Grid nights back.
Are we actually? You want to start a petition here, guys? Start voting for Grid.
I think we should
just
start
backwards
advocating
compatibility
games. We
vote.
should start choosing games we want and promoting them.
Yeah.
No, not
Grid?
the main ones like your Grids and.
I want to see Schoolgirls Encore come to the Xbox, backwards compatible.
Schoolgirls.
Skull! Skull. Don't look at the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still have Grid and stuff. But yeah, I would like to see Grid be part of that backwards compatible. Half-Life 3 for backwards compatibility. Yeah. Yeah, you
Yep.
like if you're gonna get that. That's
In
only
20
coming
years.
out on the Vive. But yeah, there's some games that we've seen on the list. Some of them I don't understand why, but out of those games, yeah, it's like you got Arkham City and you got Halo Wars. Not Schoolgirls. Skull.
Not Skull. Is it Skull now?
Don't you dare start, Cajr. Let's just move on to
You're
the
the
next.
pervert.
No, we're moving on to the next story now. What was the next story?
I don't think you had one, did you?
No, we didn't. Well, I wasn't expecting us to go through these so rapidly, actually. Can you guys think of a story that you want to talk? Actually, yeah. Do you want to?
Duke Nukem.
Oh God, yeah. I forgot
Duke
about Duke
Nukem.
Nukem. Go ahead. You guys know more about this Duke Nukem.
Well, I only know
stuff.
what Twitter said.
Yeah. Cajr.
I only know what I sent you in that tweet. Basically, is it Gearbox that has it?
Yes.
Yes,
Gearbox.
I think that's the name.
Yeah, Gearbox have it, and they've
Gearbox
said
seeks.
they give it to an outside developer to develop it, which isn't going to go well.
So
It's a bit of a...
don't get me wrong. If someone said we're making a Duke Nukem game, do you know what the first thing in my mind would be? This is not going to go well.
Well, I think forever, you know, ruined its reputation, hasn't it?
Don't
Like,
get me wrong, but if there's something's a running gag like Duke Nukem was, I've got a feeling that probably you should not make that game now. Just
Well,
say,
just at least, you know, take a bit longer than like 10 years.
oh, the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter.
Yeah, we'll give an update on that while we're giving updates on
cool.
things.
Oh, is it finished? Is it?
I think it did actually. Let's have a look.
Maybe I'll go on the page.
52 hours to go.
Got 52 hours to go. And
It's
how?
fat. It's got 56,450 backers. It's got $5,036,617.
Oh, it's
with a
missed
2 million
its
goal.
target, guys. I'm sorry, but Shenmue 3 is not being made.
It is because they've actually released a scene as well, apparently.
As a finish.
And
So-
Sony's going to add a 50 quid to it.
you guys,
Zaro.
you guys are doing alright. No, the thing is with the Shenmue 3 thing. once we found out that PlayStation said, "Oh, don't worry, now it's past its target. We're gonna help them make this game." You're thinking, "No, seriously, you can't. Don't. No. Okay."
That was a huge mistake.
That was a huge mistake.
No,
We should have just kept quiet about it and said, "You know what? We want to help pick it up." I think it was kind of obvious where, in the end, guess what? This guy's coming on the stage to promote a Kickstarter. You do know you guys are Sony, right? Kickstarter. Okay, fair enough. Isn't Shenmue the all-cut in SeaWorld? That's Shamu, mate.
I want a Shamu Kickstarter. Free Shamu.
Shamu the orca. It'll be like Echo. But,
yeah, we need a sequel. Just like Free Willy.
Oh, what's that? It's actually untrue. PlayStation not helping make the game whatsoever. They're only helping to promote the game. You know what? I've not played any of the Shenmue games myself. It's something that was.
Never heard of
to
them.
be honest, it was the first time I've heard of them slightly, but it's the first time I've seen any kind of footage was during the E3 conference at that time.
Have you seen some now?
Oh yeah, I've seen some now, thanks to PlayStation.
It's a pretty awkward game to play, like, because the controls are really weird. Or you just move forward for such a game that all you do is like interact with stuff. It's kind of like a Telltale game before Telltale.
I don't know.
Games did that.
I'm probably not going to play this game anyway, unless I get a review version of it, or a version that I say, guess what, can you stream this game? Sure, why not?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
But yeah,
hint, nudge.
But yeah, personally, it's not a game that really interests me at the moment.
Yeah.
It might interest me more once I hear more about it properly, like when we see actual trailers and stuff like that from Sony's
like
promotion team.
They have actually released a scene, some form of cinematic from it.
Okay, I'll have a look at that later, because, like I said, I've not set up the thing again. If you haven't noticed, people who are watching the stream at the moment, we've actually done a little bit of moving about on the description part of the podcast, and we've been moving around in other areas. So things have been changing a bit in huge chunks at the moment. I think the next thing I'm going to be working is on my channel anyway. I think Doc's working on his channel next as well, so cool. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, it says, yeah, to be fair, when you play it now on Dreamcast, you do think it's terrible, but you know nostalgia is a powerful thing. Yeah, I agree.
When I look at the graphics, to be honest, it really is impressive for its time. When you look at because it come out, I think, before the PS2 was around.
Yeah, it was a PlayStation.
Because the Dreamcast is like between between PS2, PS1, Nintendo 64, whatever. But when you look at the graphics, it really does look like a high-end PS2 game. So it's I'm quite amazed, because I've seen, when you compare it to other Dreamcast games, because most of them are like cell-shaded graphics. So
it's like look at Borderlands. That's going to be one of those games that will last quite long.
The only thing I felt like that made the game aged really badly was the voice acting.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, like you mentioned, it was on Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I never had a Dreamcast.
I had one briefly, for a friend, but it was fun. It overheated, overheated way too easily. I had to have it on a lean, I had to leave it on a tilt, because the fans were always blocked by the because it was on carpet, and it just didn't like that.
Dreamcast probably named because that's what happened to Sega afterwards. The dreams just got cast aside and they died, and only making games like Sonic, which now sucks.
Sonic's been dead for years, but now they just keep poking his body.
He's basically a puppet on screen.
He's basically a zombie.
Oh, don't go around back to that.
But zombies are cool. He's not cool.
While Miss Whatsit says, while in other news, they have brought back Tamagotchis. Yay, everyone, we can get Tamagotchis again. So we can have that thing that lasts about 3 days until it dies.
Does it poop?
It just poops itself to death. But yeah, Tamagotchis are back. Well, things like toys like that, they always seem to rotate anyway, so It's one of those things. But yeah, the fact it actually had voice. Yeah, that's a good point. The fact they actually had voice acting was what made it different as well. It was during a time where not many games had voice acting.
Yeah.
Or if it had
we ain't
voice
getting the
acting, it
budgets
was
like we
crap.
are today of the movies. We ain't getting like top. They didn't have actors like we do have now. So like, I'm not knocking it for now, but that's the only aspect I can find that aged the game.
Yeah, the thing is with me and this Shenmue thing, it's okay. I'm happy it's past.
And obviously,
destroyed.
I can't imagine Shenmue 3 going to have these same poor acting now. Like I'm sure they're going to get some decent actors, especially for that money.
But Shenmue wants to see a new Wayne's World game. I want to see a new Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but I don't see that coming. Do you?
Can it use Cajr's like Connect camera, like for the extreme close-ups? Whoa!
Oh God, sorry if I'm supposed to. No, don't worry about it, Kai. That's usually the best way to watch the podcast. That's how we get through it. But yeah, like with Shenmue, it's when it actually comes out. That's when it's slowly got an actual date when it's coming out.
It's not much. You don't know much about the game yet. It's not really. It's only been announced.
Yeah, I think we've been burnt by Kickstarters too many times now. It's like we've seen so many games promised and then not come out. For example, look at Yogg's Venture. That's.
Well, I always find the YouTubers. I've been let down with the Kickstarter. It's just not the first time I've heard a popular YouTube decide to make a game from a campaign and fail.
Yeah, like I said. But by the way, yeah, that's what happened. So that's our Shenmue 3 knowledge there for you. Hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that in the future. I think it might be a good time to start with a few quick updates, guys. So first thing first, let's talk about Dead Island 2. Billy nearly shocked us by saying that Dead Island 2 was dead, and then forgot to tell us, no wait, they've just swapped to a different developer. Is that right? Or someone's been kicked out? Jaeger has been.
Yeah, because I just said because I was just reading the headline on Twitter, and it just said like Dead Island 2 is no longer being made, and then I clicked for more, and it said by Jaeger. Oh. So
we're just like, what the hell? I read that article before you even mentioned that. I'm thinking, what? I didn't know. I thought we would have found something about that. No, don't say that. It's not dead, is it? It's dead. Oh. But
So who is developing? So is it just Deep Silver on its own now? Then?
Probably more than. Or they might be using their new Nottingham-based studio.
Oh, okay.
Dambuster, I think it is. No, that wouldn't be. That would be good. Maybe Dambuster. Sorry, I'm zoning out a little bit for some weird reason. I don't know why. Can someone please move on to another story?
I've got one. Just popped up on my Twitter feed.
Thanks.
We've got possibly got a release date for Fable Legends.
All right, go ahead.
Apparently, it's on a recap video from Xbox at the San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
Where in a video they're showing the game, and it says available October 13th underneath Fable Legends. So I don't think they've actually officially announced the release date.
Is Fable Legends the one that's coming out
free to play?
Yeah, the free to play game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking forward to that, because I hopefully for the idea how the game's going to work is that people on Windows 10 or on PC will be able to control the villain while the good guys are the console gamers.
I'm going to be a big dick.
Whatever floats your boat, Billy. We're not saying anything.
Just don't look up.
I have nothing to say about that. Anyway, Goat Simulator. We can't talk a little bit about.
Knew you was going to say it.
Yes, is coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 this August. August the 11th, to be exact. So yeah, I've already got an Xbox, and it's a single player game that I know of. So no, split screen co-op.
Oh,
yeah,
bloody hell!
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. If I didn't have already got it on the PC and the Xbox. I forgot what that system was called then. Prototype and Prototype 2 have been... I keep pressing buttons while I'm trying to read a story. There we go. Mind set. I've pressed the wrong button again. Or have I? I don't know. Anyway,
get your mind up.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Someone help me.
You're on your own.
Thanks, guys. Anyway, like I said, Prototype and Prototype 2, I think they've been leaked on the Xbox Store. I saw this earlier, that they are getting a remastered versions coming out. Or they've... yes?
Yeah, carry on.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
What's happened to you in the last 5 minutes?
I don't know.
You were doing so well.
I was
Now
doing
just got
so
the
well,
complete
and it's the heat. My mind. I think it's because Kai mentioned drink, and that's all I've got in my mind at the moment. It's drink.
It's just like...
Yeah. I'm just looking at chat at the same time, just seeing what's happening there.
We've got
chat on the side. Someone just tell me a story.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's mainly because everything that I've got in front of me is deciding no, you're not getting this story, mate.
Awards are on tonight.
Developer awards.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Developer Awards recognise the creative and commercial innovators made by European game developers.
Okay.
Might see some names pop up tonight.
Thank you.
Take place in Brighton.
Thank you for the pint, Kai.
Yeah, we ain't got the results yet because it's just happening right now. So there
yeah, it's happening while we're talking.
Look forward to some names popping up, I guess.
We'll see that next week.
It did open with a video tribute to Iwata, so
that's good.
That's nice. I guess, yeah.
The heart of an empire is under demonic rule in the Elder Scrolls Online new expansion, which is arriving at the end of August on PC and in the middle of September for consoles. It's called Imperial City, and it will be the first expansion for Elder Scrolls Online. So there you go. People who are playing Elder Scrolls Online, and I know there's quite a few people playing that game at the moment. So there you go. Enjoy, I guess. There's your first expansion.
All two of you.
All two of you, yes. Heroes of the Storm welcomes new Diablo champion King Leoric. He's the AKA the Skeleton King. So that's a new player on Heroes of the Storm for you. Enjoy, I guess. Again. Prototype. There we are. Prototype and Prototype 2 make the leap to PS4, Xbox One in a quiet re-release. Yeah, that is something that kind of went on the radar. When I was looking around on stores earlier today, I saw Prototype and Prototype 2. I thought, I've not heard anything about this. So yeah, there you go. People who haven't played it or people who enjoyed those games, it's now available on Xbox One and PS4 for you to get. Yay! I'm probably going to pick that up as well myself. Another. No, ignore that. Batman Arkham Knight gets Michael Keaton suit. 1989 Batmobile design in August. Oh, yeah, there's a story we forgot to mention. There was a box art for Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Oh yeah,
that was released.
I know what you're talking about now.
And now people don't know if this is actually real or just some kind of hoax, because it was on NeoGAF. So basically, Hideo Kojima's name at the top of it has been wiped off the game.
I'll just before I say anything, I remember them saying that there was rumor that was false about Konami removing people that have got PT already downloaded on their PlayStation 3s.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and that was a false rumor. So it just happens to be at the same time this rumor turned up as well. So I'm taking this with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, but at the same time, we're thinking this is the same Konami that is pretty much thinks that Kojima's pretty much dead.
Konami at the moment, it's an easy target for jokes because of everything that happened with Kojima and whatnot. It's an easy target.
Yeah.
I can't see him taking Kojima's name off the game. I find it
very unlikely, but if it is the case, wow, that's really.
If it is the case, after everything he's done with, especially with the Metal Gear Solid franchise.
Well, where would Konami be without Kojima?
Yeah, it's not just that. At the same time,
relying on Pez.
The thing, at the same time, you got to think, where would Kojima be without Konami?
What I just said.
Yeah,
no, you said where would Konami be without Kojima?
Yeah, but developers will always find somewhere, whether it's their own studio or another studio. Companies might not be there because of these developers.
Exactly.
You get the right developers, they can make a great game. Get the wrong developers, they make a terrible game.
It's like going back to the story. It's like going back to the story that we had at the beginning. Where would Nintendo be now without Satoru Iwata? Thanks. I don't want to butcher his name because it's yeah. But like I said with Kojima, but at the same time it's weird because Konami's treating this whole thing like because they said, oh no, Metal Gear Solid, it's not dead. Same with Silent Hills. It's just things are happening. You're thinking, no, we know it's dead. I'm sorry, but you need Kojima is the one that pretty much put Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hills where it is, and you've pretty much got rid of him at the moment.
Yeah, but we don't. The thing is, though, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Exactly, and we don't know. People have tried to show it, but
for all we know, Kojima's been an absolute dick behind the scenes.
I've got a feeling he has.
He's basically got the big ego and all this. That could be the case. He's got the big ego. He thinks he's bigger than the company.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next story.
Even if that was the case, I don't think that's not good. That's not a good enough excuse to remove his name from the game.
No, I don't either. Well,
we know that he got attacked somebody. For all we know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Attack the president.
Top Gear scenario.
We'll make another one with a different publisher.
Yeah, it's
going to be Jerry Springer.
Hideo Kojima with Chris Evans.
Just put him on Jerry Springer. Watch him scrap it out.
But then again, we know that his name has been removed from posters and advertisements. That definitely has happened with it. So I would not be surprised at the same time if they've done this with the game.
But Kojima, he's already worked the game. Even if they scrap everything that's to do with him, they still got to credit him.
Well, they probably will credit him, but they'll credit him in the credits, probably near the bottom, in very tiny writing.
But the thing is, Hideo Kojima, there's going to be a lot of areas he's covered. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it. There's a lot of times I remember the first one, Hideo Kojima was all over the place on the credits.
Yeah.
Are they going to want that basically saying Hideo Kojima created this game? It's like, oh yeah, then who did the visual effects? Oh, Hideo Kojima was involved in that as well. Yeah. The credits will show how much of an impact he had on the game.
Yeah. Before we continue this, I'm just looking at chat at the moment, and Shimmy, I swear to God, stop talking about World of Tanks.
You know he's just going to talk about it.
I know he's going to talk about it even more, but every time I look at there, I just see that pop up at least once.
Did somebody mention tanks?
But
screw dinosaurs, screw zombies. Tanks is where it's at.
The thing is, we can't we can't say much about the cover until Konami has actually come out and shown us the cover, which will hopefully be sooner rather than later, since the game comes out in
September 1st.
September 1st, so that is just over a month and a half away, isn't it? Now,
I'm taking this situation with a pinch of salt. I'm not jumping to the conclusions because I know what gaming media is like. They love the drama, don't they? So
Next one. Metal Gear Rising director. He wants to make a Kill la Kill or Berserk game. Now, if you don't know what Kill la Kill or Berserk is, it's anime. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Bye bye.
Now, I have watched one of those, but they are very high hack and slashy type of animes anyway. So I'm not surprised he wants to. Kenji Sato wants to make these games. Sato, whatever. Oh, it's Japanese names. Moving on to that. Five Nights at Freddy's 4.
Oh,
guess what? This game's coming out earlier than we thought it was going to be.
August.
Yeah, it's going to.
Not even Halloween. I
Halloween.
reckon they're saving it for Five Nights at Freddy's 5.
No, this just shows how I am annoyed with Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, this is the 4th game coming out for the series, and the reason why they've moved it to August is to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the first game. I like to point out the first game is not even a year old at the moment.
And we're on the fourth.
Yeah, but Scott.
We thought Call of Duty was like oversaturated and taking the mick, like with their 1 year at least.
I give Scott Cawthon a huge respect for this.
Yeah, but
he's brought 4 games out.
He needs to broaden his horizon right now. I think he's done really well.
Yeah, but he's probably selling.
I know, but it's only gonna go. He's only gonna be known forever now as the Five Nights at Freddy's guy.
I've heard Konami needs someone to make Metal Gear Solid for them.
Five Nights.
You can do this with Five Nights at Freddy on your own. I want to see what you do with that, mate. But they are still going to be bringing something out for Halloween as well as a add-on to the 4th one, but he's not told us what it is yet. But then this is, like I said, this is what we are starting to expect from Scott Cawthon over this past year, where he decides, you know what, I'm going to bring the game out earlier. Here you go. And so yeah. And by the looks of things from the trailer, we are now in a weird haunted house for the 4th one. We're not in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria anymore. Now we're in. People are starting to think it is the house of the killer that we're in this time. So you have to open cupboards in that lot, and there might be the scary animatronics inside the cupboard and stuff like that. That's what we've seen from the trailer so far. Well, that's what I've been told is on the trailer so far.
I don't even follow the stories, so I don't even know what the killer is.
Is the purple
PC.
guy.
Well, that's Doc next week.
Yeah, well, that's Doc next week. I'm trying to look what else.
I think that's it, innit?
Pretty much, I think. Final Girls. It's about a game about recovering from abuse. Yeah, I'm not going into that. No offense.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I think just start wrapping up.
Former Ubisoft studio head Jade Raymond has opened EA Studio in Montreal, and they are going to be. She's going to be working on I think it's on a Star Wars game with BioWare. So yeah, they're working on Amy Henning's Star Wars game. So see that, and then Rock Band 4 is also getting a new look and expands with Foo Fighters, The Cure, and more. So
yeah, you're scraping bottom of the barrel.
Scraping the very bottom of the barrel now, guys. So yeah, before we do the new releases of the week, we go with what we have got planned for this week on CTG and our streams, starting with Caj.
Have we anything planned as a group yet?
We've got Happy Wars on Sunday.
Yes, Happy Wars on Sunday. Anyone who's got an Xbox One, it's a free download, free to join.
Plug it in then.
Huh? I've been talking about starting a Mass Effect playthrough, as long as I can stream from the backwards compatibility side of it.
Oh, backwards compatibility you can stream.
Yeah, but I don't know what my connection is because it seems to be up and down at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's a one hopefully I'll be doing. So other than that's it.
And you can catch him, catch Cajr at twitch.tv/CHAR87. Also on Twitter, just go to. Sorry.
Everything's CAJ87.
Yeah, and also.
Twitter, gamer tags, please.
Also, you can just click on Cajr's name in the description below. That will take you to his Twitch channel. So there. Billy, what about you? Any game nights planned? Any streams planned? Any video? What is this about you putting videos onto your YouTube channel?
I've not got any live streams planned, but I do have once every part has been uploaded, I will make it public. I have a Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask playthrough. It's a 100% playthrough. It can be used as a guide to let you see probably the quick way to get through everything without too much hassle. So look forward to that if you want to watch that.
Yeah, where can they find it?
You can find it at YouTube, Billy Boomers.
Just search for Billy Boomers
on
YouTube.
Billy Boomers.
Is it Billy Boomers all one word? Or underscore Boomers?
I think it's... let me go on my YouTube channel. It's one or the other. I think it's Billy underscore Boomers.
But if you are doing any streaming, stuff like that,
it's Billy Space Boomers.
Ooh. Yeah, if Billy is doing any streaming, you can find him at twitch.tv/Billy Space Boomers. Also, you can follow him on Twitter, which is the same, I think, or is it without
without the space?
Without not the space. It's a underline crap that people
That's not,
have. Or you can click on Billy Boomer's thingy at the bottom in the description to take you to his Twitch page. Also, now it's my turn. What have I got planned streaming wise? Well, I'll be on part of the Happy Wars thing as well. We are going to be planning to do Rocket League sooner rather than later as one of the PlayStation Plus games. I don't have any series starting plans yet, but I expect to see some party game. I think we're going to be doing...
Fibbage next one.
It'll be Fibbage or Cards Against Humanity. I don't know which one we'll be doing. More than likely Fibbage, because they probably want to do a public play game again. I think that is pretty much. If I'm doing anything, you can catch me at twitch.tv/GDW2007. Also, talking about the party games, starting from next week, they will be streamed on the CTG Podcast channel, not my channel from now on. I'll be hosting it on GDW as well. But because it being a CTG plays, we're starting to think of putting those kind of games, those kind of game streams on this channel. Try and get a bit more flow through this channel as well. But you can always follow me on Twitter as well at GDW2007. Also, you can follow Crave Your Game at Crave Your Game. They're usually the best places to know if we're going to be doing it when we're doing a stream anyway. Also, you can just click on my little image which says GDW in the description, and that takes you to my channel as well. For the audio version of the podcast and the update, and hopefully a few more pieces of news in the future, you can find that at craveyourgame.wordpress.com. And if you're 18 and over, and you want to find a very friendly community, find out what game nights we are actually doing, you can find that at cravethegame.net. I think that is everything I had to say about that. Yes? I think that's everything. Yes, that is everything. So let's go on to the game releases of the week, starting with today, the 15th of July. Today we had The Vanishing of Ethan Carter come out on the PlayStation 4, which I still think is going to be more like a remaster, because I've been told it's using Unreal Engine 4. The last one used Unreal Engine 3, so I expect to be run a little bit better. Also, the PlayStation 4 1TB console is now available, starting today as well. So if you haven't got a PlayStation 4, or you just want to upgrade your memory without going to get yourself a hard drive for some weird reason, move your mic away from your mouth a little bit, mate.
Waft.
Yeah. You can now get yourself a 1 terabyte console for the PlayStation 4 as well. Tomorrow, on Thursday, the 16th of July, the cursed cover game Rory McIlroy, or what the co-optional podcast called Rory McIlroy, PGA Tour is coming out on the Xbox One and the PS4. So if you guys love your golf, this is basically Tiger Woods' golf game. This is EA's golf game. Now they've just added
post Tiger Woods.
Yeah. And on Friday we have God of War 3 Remastered coming out on the PlayStation 4. We have a game that a lot of people have actually been saying is supposed to be really good. Deception 4, The Nightmare Princess is coming out on PS4. It's a game where you set traps to stop people from getting past a hallway or something like that. So I might do a series on that actually. Alright, I don't know yet. And Godzilla, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. So there. And then on Tuesday, the 21st of July, we have Journey, a digital version coming out on the PlayStation 4, and Tembo, the Badass Elephant, coming as a digital only on the PlayStation 4. So there we go, guys. That's what's coming out this week. Any games take your interest there?
I don't know. I don't think I've heard of them.
I wasn't listening.
Sorry.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to that Deception for the Nightmare Princess. I wonder how that's gonna go with that, especially when so many people have recommended the Deception games. Unfortunately, I've only been on Vita at the moment. This is the first one coming out on the console in the UK.
Well, that explains why I know of it.
Yeah. Or talk about next week. There's nothing coming out on Friday, the 24th of July as well. So this is what games you're going to be getting for a while. Enjoy. Yeah, I think that is it for this week. Thank you for joining me, Caj. Thank you for joining me, Billy. Thank you for joining us, chat as well. You guys are still chatting. Thank you. Damn it, I'm going to slaughter his name again. Iwata. You've been a great guest pitcher this week.
Yep.
I want those bananas now.
It's been taunting you this whole time.
It's been taunting me this whole time, yeah. That's why it wasn't alcohol, it was the bananas.
Not flavoured alcohol.
So anyway, thank you for listening to us, and we will be back Wednesday, hopefully around about 9 PM again, with me, hopefully Caj, hopefully Doc, and we've got plans for someone else to be showing up. We're not going to say who.
It's a secret for now.
It's a secret. Secrets for everybody. So yeah, people, we have got a game night on Sunday, like we said, for Happy Wars, which is supposed to be starting at 8 PM. Did you say, Caj?
I'll be on from 8 o'clock.
You'll be on
People
from
jump in when we're ready.
So yeah, thank you for joining us, and good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Now, what is there a limit to how many people you can play in one world on Minecraft?
I don't know.
Can you have more than 8 people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not if you get the Windows 10 version.
Really?
The Windows 10 version will let you play up to with 7 friends playing on the Windows 10 edition beta. Now this could just be a thing for the beta, but at the moment that doesn't help at the start of it.
So it doesn't like larger servers.